Chapter 1. 2 years after the naked guy in the woods and the nightmare of the man in the stairwell, the annoying clatter of an alarm clock broke the silence of Julie's sleep. Ugh! She slid out of bed, pulled her hair in a ponytail, and shuffled down the stairs to the kitchen, and the smell of bacon and eggs filling the house. Good morning, sunshine, her father said cheerfully. Hey, was Julie's short and unenthusiastic reply as she kissed him on the cheek. Do you want me to make you some eggs? He smiled, waving a spatula while putting the finishing touch on his scrambled eggs. No. Gross. You like eggs? Not at 6 a.m, she grumbled. I just thought you might like to start the first day off right. No thanks. Even though she had been waiting for this moment all summer, the thought of waking up early disgusted her. Okay, Philip surrendered, putting his plate on the table and picking up his glasses. What would my little girl like for her first day of high school? Is there cake left? She asked as she got herself a bowl from the cabinet and a box of cereal from the pantry. Honey, that's not... Dad! In the fridge, he said, swatting her playfully on the rear of her long cotton pajama pants with his spatula. Where's Mom? Julie took out a foil-wrapped plate of cake from the refrigerator. She's sleeping in this morning. Her father frowned. She cut a slice of chocolate cake and placed it in the middle of her cereal bowl. Why? She continued, while sprinkling the box of cereal over the cake. Julie finished her masterpiece by adding 2 scoops of sugar and filling the bowl with milk. Because she stayed up late last night. Don't tell me. Julie knew the reason why. It was easy to see the stacks of genealogy books and papers spread across the living room floor. You know how your mother is. She took a seat at one end of the kitchen table, away from her father, pulled her legs up on the chair, and ate the soggy cake covered in raisin bran and sugar. Well? Julie interrupted the brief silence between bites, wiping milk from her chin. Well, what? Philip pushed his glasses back in place. Did she find anything? I doubt it, he answered, taking a drink of orange juice. Why? She would have waked me up. Yeah, probably. The two shared a glance in agreement. Their quiet breakfast ended when Julie's mother came into the room. Morning, Mommy. Suddenly, she sounded 8 instead of 15. Julie put her bowl in the sink, walked over to her mother, and kissed her on the cheek. Hi, honey. Michelle Ayres sighed with what Julie could guess as a case of early morning weariness. Philip turned to his wife. What time did you come to bed? 3. Crazy, he said. Julie ignored her parents and went to the front door to check the weather. The sky was a crystal clear blue, the benefit of starting school in August. She closed the door and bounded upstairs to change clothes and brush her teeth. She threw her white long-sleeve shirt across the floor of her messy room and began looking for the perfect outfit to wear. After settling on her outfit, Julie bolted out the room only to quickly return. How could I forget? She paused to kiss each one of the 3 large posters on her bedroom walls of good-looking men flexing their arms and showing off their torsos. Then she was back downstairs. Love ya, she said, giving her parents a final kiss on the cheek. Julie skipped to the doorway where she pulled on her running shoes. Julie? Philip yelled to her. She froze playfully in motion like a statue and slowly twisted to her father. Have a good day, he called out, deliberately aggravating his daughter with a smile. Bye, Julie shouted, wrinkling her nose. She scurried out the door, not turning back, to catch the bus. Once Julie was safely down the long driveway, Philip Ayres turned to his wife. She looked like an older version of her daughter, with a more serious demeanor. I know, she apologized before he could get a word out. But it feels like I'm so close. You've been saying that for years. Phil, she is the first girl born in your family since God knows when. You aren't even a little curious?
Have I ever been?
No, she said.
Don't start. I've let you drag me around the country researching her like she is some kind of circus freak.
That's not fair.
No. What's not fair is that you haven't enjoyed a single moment with her since she was born. We go to amusement parks. You go to libraries. We go sightseeing. You go to courthouses to check out their archive office. You nearly missed her first day of high school, Michelle.
Phil.
I know you're obsessed with this, but Patrick just left for college, and Julie is only 4 years away. You have to let it go.
I can't.
I know, but I wish you could.
Julie watched her driveway disappear from the backseat of the school bus. Earth to Julie. Huh? She snapped out of her daze to face her best friend, Claire. The two of them had been friends since 3rd grade. Dude, you zoned out a little. Sorry about that, Julie apologized. I just can't believe we're in high school. Me neither. The bus ride was slow and tedious. Who starts school on a Wednesday? Julie asked. Is there ever a good time to start school? No, probably not. Julie looked out the window as they passed through the heart of the town, which was lined with brick streets on all 4 sides of the main square. Sunset, Ohio was a traditional sleepy community, not yet big enough to be considered a town, though many called it such. A large colonial brick building sat in the center of the square and served as the public library. A white gazebo anchored the corner nearest the police station. The police department was a 4-man force. Their duties consisted of writing speeding tickets, the occasional broken window, and blocking the streets during parades. They never did find that naked guy, she mumbled. Huh? Claire asked. I was just wondering if they ever found that guy. Yeah, right. Claire joined her friend looking out the window. On the south lawn, a large water fountain cooled people off from the scorching hot days. Well-groomed trees were lined every 10 or 15 meters across the plush green grass. The corner opposite the gazebo was dedicated to war veterans. An American flag was centered between the flag of the state of Ohio and a prisoner's flag of war. A white marble slab listed the names of former residents lost to wars long ago. Antique shops, flea markets, and the local newspaper, the Sunset Gazette, anchored the store line of pizza parlors, insurance companies, flower shops, a small diner, and a tavern. Doyle's Hardware took up most of one side of the street, parallel from the fountain. It was the place where everyone from do-it-yourselfers to construction workers in Sunset went to get their building supplies. Here we go, Julie said as the bus bounced over the speed bumps placed along the winding hill to her new school building. Are you ready? Heck yeah, Claire answered. We've been waiting for this day for forever.